Look at this. This is the Bitcoin Bollinger Bands. And if you're not familiar with the Bollinger Bands, essentially we just have one line here in the middle, which is the 20 moving average. And we're on the daily time frame. So this is the 20 daily moving average. And we know that the 20 daily is a very, very important level. And essentially it is the middle of the Bollinger Bands. And then we have an upper band and we have a lower band here. And essentially, whenever we're above the 20 here, we are in an uptrend, and usually in an uptrend we see the price bounce off of this middle band. When we break this band, that is usually a sign of caution, because that means that we're potentially falling into a downtrend. Based on the Bollinger Bands, Bitcoin is still clearly in an uptrend here. We got a nice bounce off of the middle band, and we're still on a trajectory to the upside, getting resistance from the upper band here, as you can clearly see. Yeah, the 20 daily moving average is very, very important. And if you zoom out a little bit, you can clearly see that this is the case. When we see a massive run up like this, and then the price starts to go sideways, we know that this is just consolidation. We know that this is just a breather before a massive move. And I think that this next big massive move is coming very, very soon.
But why is the price of Bitcoin not going above 20,000 US dollars? Well, eventually it will. But why not right now? Are we not ready yet? Is there some manipulation going on? What is exactly happening right now? Well, I came upon a very interesting tweet yesterday, and I want to show you that one. And that is the tweet here from Edward Mora. Once buyers overcome near 20,000 US dollars staked supply, there is almost nothing there till 22,000. And what he's referring to is this heat map right here. For those people out there who have no idea what that heat map is, well, basically it shows you the orders. So we know exactly right now that there is massive resistance to the upside here on Binance, and not so much support to the downside. So that would be a bearish sign if you think about it. But also, if we break 20,000 US dollars, as you can see, there's pretty much nothing in here up to 20,000 US dollars. Obviously, this was posted a couple hours ago, so the situation already changed a little bit.
When Bitcoin breaks 20,000, is this going to be good or bad for altcoins? Personally, I kind of tend to believe it's bad for altcoins, because I think that people will FOMO into Bitcoin. But if you go into the history, you can see that when Bitcoin breaks above all-time highs, that can usually be good for altcoins. So honestly, I don't know. But the thing is, I don't think we need to know. The only thing we need to know is the only thing we need to do is pay attention to the dominance chart. When we break 20,000, if we also break the yellow line here, then that is the answer. Go into altcoins, make some nice trades. But if we break 20,000 and we see a huge run up here, and we maybe even break this level here, then obviously that is the time to exit altcoins. So this is the nice thing about being a trader and sitting in front of the chart. You don't really have to predict the future. You just have to react whenever the future happens.
Base real quick and check the order book in here. This is the BTC Euro pair, just to have some other pairs mixed in as well, which are important, and Bitcoin Euro is definitely important. And as you can see, the buyer side, so the support side, is actually way better stacked than the seller side. Of course, as you can see right here, we have a little spike at 20,000 euros as well. Even for this pair, 20,000 US dollars is important, although 20,000 euros is something completely different than 20,000 US dollars. But this also proves that this is a psychological barrier. Maybe I personally underestimated the psychological power of a 2 followed by 4 zeros, which is 20,000. And once again, it doesn't matter if 20,000 US dollars or 20,000 euros, people just have that 20,000 number in their head right now, and this will be very tough to overcome.
Very strong trend. The trend is not going anywhere, and the trend is your friend. That's number one. That's why I think there is still a good chance for us to go to the upside from this rising wedge. And basically, as always, keeping the risks in mind, always. There are right now a lot of warning signs that are piling on and compounding each other. At the same time, there's no need to get super bearish and do anything drastic. Why? Because we don't see any of these signs yet bear fruit. They will at some point. Look, at some point. The same thing with 200-day moving average. Maybe the fifth pillar of FAT, the fact that we're so far above 200-day moving average. But look, at the same time, while you have all of these risks in mind, you look at your friend, which is the trend. This guy is still bullish, this guy is still pumping, this guy is not worried. And as long as that is the case, I'm not worried either too much, because the worst thing you can do is to see some of the warning signs and completely freak out, completely freak out, be completely rational and panic and basically press the red sell button on all assets, on all crypto assets, because you see that the price might still pump a lot, the price might double, and we still might have all of the indicators flashing warnings, and the price might still continue to go up. You don't know when it's gonna stop.